How does one go about unleashing their latent potential genius?
If it were easy, I guess everyone would be doing it. The truth is, it takes dedication. Just be committed to being consistent. And that is to say, for me, I don't waste a single moment. When I'm at home, I'm not just at home. I don't turn on my TV and pop open a can of beer, and there's nothing wrong with if anyone wants to do that. There's occasions for that.
You don't ever pop open a can of beer?
Sometimes I do.
Okay, good.
But most of the time, I like to build brain cells. And in this case, I think that our so-called free time, and most of which a lot of people who are working 9-to-5 jobs, sometimes 9-to-9 jobs, don't have a whole lot of that free time like we have here in Paradise, or what I call New Eden. So I think it's finding a way to be consistent in your approach to disciplining yourself into letting your habits become things that help. So my habit, instead of smoking and drinking and partying my time away as a youth, and even now, and not that I don't have my occasions, but I spend my time creating. I learn new languages. I'm writing every night. I'm creating media that's inspired. I'm saying to myself, every breath, every heartbeat, every moment that I'm alive is a chance to really say something to somebody that might be that one thing that they hear that says to them, it's okay, whatever you've been through, no matter how hard it is, no matter what your excuses are, no matter the emotional trauma, no matter how angry you have the right to be, guess what? So what? Now let's start from scratch. Let's begin anew. Let's plant ourselves into the soil of the earth like an organic garden. Let's begin to cultivate ourselves. Let's begin to prune ourselves, to take away those things that don't serve us, those things that aren't necessarily meeting our standards of our vision of what we could be in our highest potential. And give ourselves also simultaneously permission to fail, permission to mess up, permission to fall flat on our face and to go, wow, I screwed that one up big time, didn't I? But guess what? That's all right, because it's not about winning and it's not about losing. It's not about being ahead or being behind. It's about being authentic.
Playing the game.
Playing the game. Playing.
Yeah.
Is the key word there. We got to play again. We got to bring back that sense of romantic playfulness, I believe, where we're just tender and sweet and lovable, and it don't matter what anyone says or thinks about it.
So like, all artists, you need people, or you would like people to help you sponsor your work. How can people help sponsor your work?
Thank you for asking that. Well, they can go online to lovevolution.net or dreamingbear.net, and they can visit the nonprofit foundation where they can make a donation to this, or they can get involved by way of actually hosting an event. We travel around the world quite literally. We've been on tour for the last year. At the same time, I've been in a wheelchair for the last 9 months. And it's through this reemergence, this learning to heal, learning to walk again, that the Lovevolution began to become my baby steps into the world. So what people can do is they can take baby steps towards us. They can say, here's my gift, here's my skill, here's what my resources are, here's a check for $100,000, here's a venue for you to come and be at, here's a community that's just waiting for you to come spark them, here's a collective of conscious beings, and just get involved. Call us. Call the number on the website. Call the publicity director on the website. I spend my time dreaming. I spend my time cultivating the artistry and being here in Mama Maui, our ohana, our family. And I think that if people want to do something, that's what they can do. They want to sponsor this, then give us a call. Reach out. Connect with us. Tell people about us. It's all about word of mouth. It's all about us having a grassroots movement together. This is where it starts. Us as a generation, just taking each other, and it's not DreamingBear, by the way, it's us. It's our generation. Lovevolutionizing, revolutionizing, evolutionizing into a new paradigm, a new way of being, a new way that, frankly, speaks to new problems. Because 2,000-year-old prophecies are good and well and fine and will come true of their own accord or not, as the case may be. But what we need is new truth to speak to new dilemmas, new insights, new creativity, new wealth of information, new ways of loving and solving our problems, new ways of being peace embodiers rather than ambassadors. And I think ultimately, in the end, the best thing that people can do to help is to take the initiative, to start saying to themselves, you know what, mediocrity is not becoming of me or anyone that I love. And in return, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give myself what I deserve, which is an opportunity to be what I was meant to be, without shame.
like the Beatles said, and in the end, it's not the love you make, but it's not the love you take, but the love you make.
Yes. Thank you, the Beatles. They knew what they were talking about.
So thank you so much for being on the show.
Steve.
Thank you so much.
I want to also, before we go, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to my Maui ohana, to this island, to the Aina, to the ancient Hawaiian people who walked this land, to the people who are still here, the current Hawaiians who are still here in their quests for their independence. I want to say a special heartfelt thank you to this land, this place of New Eden, my home, my heart's truest home. I'm so grateful to be here and so honored to call you friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And to contact this man, DreamingBear.net. So that's it for this episode of Life on Maui. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And until next time, aloha. One more thing. Did you enjoy this show? Become a sponsor for Life on Maui. Visit our website at lifeonmaui.net to find out how. Also, if you would like to be a future guest on the Life on Maui show, watch the short video on the website and it will explain how you can go about doing that. Again, visit lifeonmaui.net. While you're there, take a look at some of our previous shows and enjoy them. Until next time, aloha.
Call me crazy, but I'm never giving up my dreams. No matter how far away they seem, maybe crazy is the secret to my mad success. One by one.